Well, Gary, administrators say this was an isolated incident at Madison, but after we ran the story, we heard from another parent whose son was stabbed the week before with a hypodermic needle near Buchanan Elementary. Police say it happened off school grounds and tell us too often kids see these needles on their routes to school. They can pick them up and bring them to class. And that brings up another set of problems. Problems parents tell us they had no idea even existed.
To be honest, my head just went so many different places.
Parents picking up their kids from Madison Elementary today say it's hard to believe a student had a syringe in school.
I think that's terrible because you don't know, is it for diabetes? Was it from drugs? That is kind of scary.
Some say even scarier that they weren't informed right away. This incident report is dated April 8th, but the principal didn't send a letter to parents until the 25th, the day after our story aired.
Madison has always been good about communicating with parents. So for them not to let us know that, this is a serious matter to me.
The district's police liaison officer says administrators also take this seriously, and so does he.
I can totally understand the concern, and I would be alarmed, and as a parent I'd want to be notified that, hey, this happened to your child. They may have possibly been poked by a needle, because I'd want to take all those precautions also, because you just don't know.
Sergeant Andy Nyrink says there were a lot of unknowns here. The syringe in school, something new for everyone involved.
Definitely we have to look at it to put some kind of a protocol in place so that in the future if something like this happens that we can handle a little bit better than we did this time.
But what that protocol may be remains to be seen. District reps say there is no biohazard policy in place right now and no easy way to find a needle before it gets to a classroom.
There's a fine line.
He says a metal detector wouldn't pick up a hypodermic, and he wouldn't want to go through every child's backpack.
And I don't think any of us want to live in a society where you're going to be searched like that every day.
As for testing what was in that needle, that doesn't happen unless there's been a crime, and the sergeant says that's not what this was. At the same time, policy could change.
We need to put something into place so that, if something like this happens again, is there somewhere that we can take this to have it tested to make sure that, what's in it, is there a hazard? Because
he says it could happen again. While we didn't find any needles near school, Sergeant Nyrink tells us they are there.
It's alarming. You find discarded needles all the time. As officers, when we're out there working, we'll find them laying in different places.
He says kids will too, and the best thing parents can do is talk to them.
If you find something like that, it's just as dangerous as a gun. You don't know, whatever's in there could kill you or make you very sick.
Why he says teaching kids not to pick up needles and to notify an adult if they find any is just as important as the lessons they learn in class. In Davenport, Elizabeth Goodsett, KWQC TV 6 News.